You flew through the air.
Yeah, so I was about 15. So I was in I think I was about in my last year of school, and I remember what I was doing exactly. I had this was when MP3s were starting to take off. This is before iPods.
Well, when it was like for MP3 at the end of the thing. And
so this is like an MP3 where you have the little battery you put in it.
Yeah.
I had to carry a pack of batteries I get from like the supermarket, keep that in my bag because they run out in a day. So I had like that, and I had it around my neck.
So cool.
Yeah, it was like a red iPod, not iPod, MP3 walking. And 50 Cent on the game came out with this song called How We Do. This is like,
How We Do, you got hit to that.
Yeah. So I was walking around like, this is how we do. And then I wasn't looking, there was this little like crossway to the station. Although I live in South London, I went to school in Northwest London. So I had to take the tube. So I was taking the tube from I was 11 years old. So I was going to the tube station, took the bus. The same bus I got off of, went to cross the road, didn't look where I was going. I'm like, this is how we do. And then, boom, the bus. I saw the bus at the last second as I was crossing. I looked to my right, and I was just like, I saw a bus coming.
I mean, luckily for you, you're a unit, so you probably. I mean, like, what was the damage on the bus?
That's what people say as well. But yeah, I kind of looked to my right as I was crossing, and then I saw it. Like, you know, you see something in the last second, and then you manage to make a small maneuver, but not enough of a maneuver.
Yeah.
So I saw it, and I managed to get one step out of the way, but it still clipped me on the shoulder, and I went flying. And then, to me, it felt like I was flying through the airport. I probably didn't go that far, but I was flying. I went flying, and then I was just like, as I said, it was like slow motion. So
did you find yourself lying on the floor like, fuck?
Yeah, it felt like slow motion as I was flying. I was like, oh, this is how I go. And then I landed.
Age 11. I've had a good life.
Yeah, 15. I landed, and I think I hit my knee. And I landed, and then I was on the floor. And then people started crowding around me. They're like, are you okay? You okay? And the bus driver was like this woman. She opens the door and she's like, "Are you alright? Do you need to go to the hospital?" And I kind of got up, and I was just like, kind of hunched over. And I'm like, "No, I don't need to go to the doctors."
Yeah, dude, go to the doctors.
Yeah, I was like, I don't need
hard, man. Go to the doctors.
I was like, I don't need to go. And then I kind of just limped away. And I bumped into my.
Did you ever get any of those hard man points that you were due, or was it just one of those things where it's like, nah, I can take a bus on? Like,
so
I mean, that's the arrogance of youth, right there.
Yeah. So I bumped into my schoolmates who also lived around the corner from me in South London. I went to the same school in Northwest London, and then they're like, "Oh, you're right," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm alright. I'm just gonna go home." So I went home, and then my mum had the day off for some reason, and then I just got hit by a bus. She's like, "What do you mean you got hit by a bus?" And then I was just like, "Oh."
Sure, you would have called an ambulance.
Yeah, and then she's like, "Oh, let me take you to the hospital."
Yeah.
So she took me in her car, took me to the hospital. This is like when I think in the UK, when you're below the age of 16 or 18, I can't remember which one it is. You still go to the kiddie ward with all the
pediatrics.
Yeah, you still go there. So just went there. I don't think they didn't do an X-ray on me or anything. Just kind of looked at me, had a look at my knee and all that, and they just said. They gave me the smiley face chart.
Yeah. How happy are you? Like right now I'm high on adrenaline. So what do you think?
They're like, where are you on this chart, Marlon? Are you here or here? And I was just like, I'm a bit sore, but I'm not dying or anything. I'm alright. I was able to walk home and everything, so I'm alright. I'm about here. I'm a bit sore. So they're like, okay. They're like, yeah, you should be alright.
Yeah, we just give you paracetamol and tell you to fuck off.
Yeah, they're like, you should be alright. If you have any issues like later on.
Come back here and we'll maybe do something about it. It's like, P.S. Thank you for waiting 6 hours in the waiting room.
So I went back to school. My mum called the school, so I got hit by a bus, and they didn't answer the phone. But when my mum left that message, they called back and like, what? He's been hit by a bus?
It's like Barry, man down. Which one? The tall one. Which tall one? They're all teenagers. They're all getting too big.
So I went to school and everything. It was just like an interesting story to say. Oh, you got hit by a bus.
I mean. Yeah, I mean, it's a story.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say it was good. I mean, yeah, okay.
It's one of those stories, like, you got hit by a bus.
Yeah, I mean, people don't expect to hear that one. Like, well, at least, there's us doing our own promo.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's just weird how this has happened, though. Like, it's like you say, though, when you do get hit like that, it's like, when I went down in my one, and when, like what you said there was totally true, because it's like, 1 minute you're upright, and then you're on the floor, and you're looking around you, like, what the fuck happened there? And it's weird how but did you find yourself a bit worried the fact you were in the road or anything?
No, I wasn't like what I was like because it was a bus as well. You just automatically think that if anybody gets hit by a bus, they're done. Lucky for me, the bus just stopped at the bus stop and it was just taking off to go to it. It wasn't like in full speed.
Oh yeah,
so I would have been finished.
Yeah, that just shattered your shoulder.
Yeah, I would have been finished. But lucky for me, it was the same. I was on that bus and I got off the bus and then went to cross the road and the same bus hit me. So that's how it happened for me. So
look left and right. You didn't look at the exact bus you got off.
Yeah, so
I'm not saying you deserve it, but come on.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was distracted. I got this new song. I was like, this is my favorite song.
So do you blame 50 Cent for what happened?
Yeah, I blame 50 Cent. 50 Cent, if you're listening, which you're probably not,
dick.
You almost killed me when I was 15.
This is all your fault.
Yeah,
damn you for making good music. Well,
so yeah, so I was there. I was just like, I was in my zone, and I just wasn't concentrating, and I was just crossing the road. I'm an autopilot crossing the road. I crossed this road like for how many years? 5 years.
Yeah,
5 years every day crossing the same road, and then there's one time I wasn't concentrating and almost died.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
there's always when you're not concentrating. Well, I mean, in my case, I was concentrating. It was the other person who doesn't understand how left and right work.
Yeah.
She tried to drive off.
Yeah, but it happens though. You're human. You just let your guard down doing something, and then unfortunately, that's how people die. That's how things happen.
It is weird. Has it made you think about fate and like how like you've got sort of this is your day of death and you don't know?
No, I think that sometimes like
this is the most YouTube thing we're ever going to do.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed our video. Please do like and subscribe.